Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video I want to talk about some people that I follow, that I listen to. I'm just going to give you my top 5. I always say in some of my videos, don't just watch my channel, watch other people. Right, so in today's video I'm kind of going to give you not only just 5 people that I follow that I recommend you follow as well, but maybe some tips on who to follow, right, what kinds of people to listen to. Number 1, and my favorite person that I follow, that I watch, is Gary Vaynerchuk. So with Gary Vaynerchuk, I feel like his advice is very practical, and also he's really pushing like happiness more so than I feel like a lot of public speakers. He talks about obviously building businesses and working and grinding and working. You not only getting off from your 9 to 5, but then working after hours if you want to build a business, right? So he's obviously a business focused, but also he also talks about like the practicality of, you know, if you're working at a job where you're making $120,000, but you're not really happy, but getting a different job where you're making 70 or 80, you know, where you would actually enjoy your job, even though you have to downsize and you have to work with making $40,000 less, you're going to be exponentially happier. And in the long run, people don't really realize it, but you know, the stuff you buy and the things you're buying with that extra $40,000 is really, you don't need it. You're buying it because you think you're going to be happier, but getting a job that you actually enjoy, where you spend most of your time at as your job, you're going to be much happier doing that. You know, he also pushes things like, you know, if you're unhappy, when you get off of work, stop watching TV for 5 hours or playing video games for 5 hours a day and work on the reasons why you're unhappy, right? A lot of times he pushes it's work-related, but just happiness in general. He has so many different videos and things he talks about. And I just feel like following someone like that, even if you're looking for him for like business advice, he kind of tries to help people realize that it's not just about business, it's not just about making money, it's about being happy and being a good person. If you were to watch this video and take one thing, it should be this: just watch Gary Vaynerchuk. If you take one of the recommendations, just watch Gary Vaynerchuk. Just start listening to him. Don't just watch 1 or 2 videos, because the way he speaks, you may find a video that you don't necessarily like, right? And because you don't like it, you're going to have a negative perception of him. Watch a lot of his content. Make sure you watch a couple hours worth, and then kind of judge him based off of that. Not just one video, right? Someone could watch one of my videos, right? If they watch the one video where his asking girls has sex, they may watch that video and be like, oh, he's an asshole, he's a piece of shit, right? So watch a couple of videos before making a judgment about him. Number 2 is going to be Tony Robbins. Now, Tony Robbins obviously is probably the most well-known public speaker in today's day and age, right? Like, almost everybody knows who he is and what he's about. You know, he's obviously very big on mindsets and positive thinking and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, he has a lot of stuff out there, right? He does seminars and all that kind of stuff, but he has a lot of stuff you can watch online that's free. He just has like a lot of advice that's very good to watch and listen to, and just kind of helps you be a more well-rounded person. So number 3 for me is going to be, it's kind of a 2-part question, or 2-part answer. I believe it should be somebody that's in your career field that you aspire to be like, or just maybe someone in your career field that's doing it and has a, you know, positive outlook, and also can give you tips and guides. So for me, number 3 is Tom Ferry, right? So Tom Ferry is a real estate coach. He has the #1 real estate program for like 5-6 years in a row now, right? So I watch his YouTube channel, I watch his shows that he does, and not only do I pick up advice that just pertains to real estate in general, but he still has advice on there that is good for really anybody listening to, right? But because he's a real estate coach, he kind of gears it more towards that, so he helps people there. And obviously, because that's my career field, not only do I get his advice that's more for being a good person and being a better person, but I also can pick up advice that helps me in my career, right? So if you're watching this and you're not really in real estate, right, maybe you're doing some other kind of job, other career field, look for somebody that's in your career field to follow, to listen to. So not only will you get the advice of being a good person, right, trying to be a better person, but you're also going to get advice on how to be better at your career. Number 4 I have is Grant Cardone. So if you don't know who Grant Cardone is, he's more on the salesman side, right? He kind of has a lot of content out there that try to help you and teach you how to sell. Now, he has a couple of books out. I have a couple of his audiobooks. The Sell or Be Sold one, I probably listened to that like 15 times. A lot of times when people hear selling and salesmen and stuff like that, they kind of have like a negative perception of it. But when you listen to that book, or even read it, the Sell or Be Sold book, I think it's very powerful. It kind of talks about in the beginning of the book that selling is more than just being a salesman. You literally sell every single day of your life, right? From negotiating with your family members about where you're going to go and where you're going to go to eat, or where you're going to go do this, asking a girl out, asking for a pay raise, asking for a day off, right? Everything is about selling, and it's about your ability to negotiate with people. That's why it's called Sell or Be Sold, right? Because if you're not the one doing the selling, you're being sold on a specific area. So I think that is a good book for people to listen to or read. I think for Grant Cardone, to listen to someone like that, if you're a person who says to themselves, man, I feel like I'm always getting pushed over, right, and people are walking all over me, and I don't know how to say no to things, and I say yes to too many things I don't want to say yes to. I feel like maybe listening to him and allowing him and the things he teaches and stuff to really like sink in, I feel like you'll be better at, saying no to things that you don't want to do, right, and asking for things that you want. Now for me, my number 5 comes from the financial field. So there's a couple of different people, right? I have followed Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is very big on getting out of debt, right, and then saving. So he has his baby steps. Now, with the baby steps, it goes, the first one is to save $1,000. Second step is to pay off all of your debts other than your home. Baby step 3 is to save 3 to 6 months worth of income. Step 4 is to start investing. Step 5 is to save for college for your kids. Step 6 is to pay off your home. And then step 7 is to give back. Now, obviously there's other financial people out there to watch and listen to. I think most of them pretty much have around the same philosophy with Dave Ramsey. He's very big on paying off all your debts, not being in debt, and just the freedom that it provides you. And, obviously the interest that you're paying on that stuff costs you money in the long run, so the quicker you could pay off all your debts, the less stress you'll be in, the less money is going out every month, so the more you're able to save. Now, whether it's Dave Ramsey you follow or other financial people, I do believe that having at least one person that you follow that's very big on talking about finances is a big deal, right? I believe that a lot of people nowadays, I made a couple of videos on it, right? 78% of people live paycheck to paycheck, and just the psychology behind it is very fascinating to me. But I think by listening to a financial, public speaker and kind of thing like that, it'll help you, not only give you a plan of where you want to go with your money, but also how to get there. And, it'll kind of make you question why you spend what you spend, and, start questioning some things that you do with your money right now that a lot of people just never really question. So that's it for the video. Kind of sticking with my top 5 recommendations, so to speak, and I wanted to kind of give you guys some people out there that you could follow if you're not used to it, or maybe certain fields that I give you, you don't even know where to start, so at least this will give you a good place to start at. Again, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe, please. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.